Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Aunt Metcalf here. Conscious eating, conscious living. I hope you are having a great day. I am. I'm on a weekend learning about how to connect with people with my new business. And this morning, I'm just grateful to be here sharing with you about celeriac. I have seen this vegetable probably for years and thought it looked, well, that's kind of a not so elegant looking vegetable. Don't know how to cook it. And it's been left on the shelf. And actually, it wasn't until I started taking this joyful eating with Andrea Haley Sankaran and the learning about the Ayurvedic nutrition did I learn about celiac. I'm going, wow, this is really good. And there's many ways you can use it. So today's little chat will be about celiac, that poor little fruit that looks so ugly. I don't like to put those words on food because it is nourishing. And when we are thinking those negative things, that energy is going into us. So how do we want to think about celeriac? It's a really earthy vegetable from the earth. And the earth, the food that we get from the earth, I've been learning with the Ayurvedic understanding, it's our memory and the memory of our connection with the earth. So when we're having that celeriac in our soup or in celeriac chips or grating it raw on our salads, just think of the earth and the gift that the earth has given us through the soil, the sunshine, the water, the air, and just breathe in that connection. I'm working on being more mindful with my eating, and I hope you are too. So enjoy the cooking process. I'm learning how to prep my food for the week. I never did that in all my years. I might have sort of thought I had one or two meals, but I've never planned for a whole week of dinners. Not so much lunches and breakfast, but definitely the dinner planning. So I go, wow, this is fun. So and it is. So I'm just going to sort of hop into the the reading for today and some of the research that I did last night based on the cooking that I've done in the last couple of months, actually. So come along with me. Let's just play with our celeriac and find out more about it. And I call it the unappreciated tuber. Not so cute, but ever so healthy. And what it is, it's the root of the wild celery originally, specifically Apium graveolens. It also goes by the name of celery root, but it's not quite the same, knob celery, because it is actually a cousin of the celery stalks that we eat. It's actually a different plant from what I could understand. And it's been known and used for its health purposes in Ayurvedic, North African, Arab, and Eastern medicines for centuries. And it originated in the Mediterranean, and it's been cultivated in that area in Northern Europe, and now more commonly grown in North Africa and Southwest Asia, North America now, and even Siberia. And it is slowly gaining in popularity in North America. And as I said, been a staple in Europe for a long time. Even Homer mentioned it in the Odyssey, and he called it Selinon, Selinon. And what it is, it's the hypocotyl or the tuber of a type of wild celery, and native to the Mediterranean basin. It's got green leaves and stalks that grow above the ground, and the roots with a rough brown skin that grows underground. And Celery is grown by farmers for the edible leaves and stalks, and the cousin is grown for its roots. And the fresher the celeriac, the better the flavor. And apparently not quite sure how to figure out that it's hollow, but maybe if you tap on it, it should be quite heavy when you buy it, either at the market or the supermarket, which I can now get it at my supermarket. And make sure that you wash it off really well before you cut it. And then you cut away the skin, and that gets composted. And the nutritional benefits of celeriac are many. It includes fiber, protein, lots of vitamin C, vitamin K, B6, and the riboflavin, thiamine, niacin, phosphorus, potassium, manganese, and a little bit of iron. And the vitamin K is really a good nutrient for our bone health, for blood clotting, and through the maintaining of healthy cell function. And just a little bit about the sort of safety concern in terms of going overboard. I don't know how much is too much celeriac, but because of the high vitamin K, people with blood clotting disorders or taking medication to prevent blood clots need to be careful with the celeriac. And apparently, women who are pregnant or on diuretic medications or have renal kidney issues need to check with their doctor and maybe their nutritionist who might have a little more food information related to that. And the edible part, of course, is the root. And the inside is kind of pale. And it kind of resembles a potato or a turnip. And some people compare this taste to celery and a parsley combination. And I've used it with this beautiful mashed potato recipe with vegan mushroom gravy that I got from Andrea, and her website was butteredveg.com. And then I also noticed the apple celeriac soup and a creamy celeriac soup with fennel. So I'm looking forward to playing with those two. And thanks to Heather, my best friend of 67 years, she uses that in combination a lot. And so I'm all game to try something new. And from the Ayurvedic site, from the Joyful Belly, they compare that the taste is similar to celery with a hint of parsley, and its bitter pungency gives it light, sharp, and dry qualities. And those qualities support healthy digestion, and they fire up your metabolism. And meanwhile, celeriac's subtle sweetness and starches bring satisfaction and comfort to your belly. And apparently, and then maybe that's why it's in the mashed potatoes, because potatoes can be a bit heavy and sometimes kind of give you that sleepy feeling. And the celeriac, because you're sort of cutting out some of the potato and putting in the celeriac and its lighter qualities, that is a nice combination. Celeriac is one of the lighter of the lightest of the root vegetables, and it's got that flavor and freshness like leafy greens do. And cooking brings out the celery root sweetness, but it must be cooked well so it's not overly fibrous to chew. You can roast it, stew it, or mash it, and it's used to flavor soups. And it says it's less potent than the leaves or stems. So if you want to maximize the medicinal value, it's best to eat it raw. So you can finely grate it over a salad or a garnish on your meal. And so that's it for celeriac. Give it a try. The picture's on my Facebook page, and just cut it all off and play with it. There's lots of recipes online. So our wisdom cards for the day. We've got our Manifest Your Magnificence by Susan Howson, and the illustrators, artists, etc., Mike Piloto and Tom Brown. And then Wisdom of the Heart affirmation cards to connect with your heart and mind by Bodie Simpson and Eva Goulet of Dancing Jaguar. So let's just choose one of our cards, a blue. And the blue one is, oh, I love myself. And I hope you look in the mirror every morning and you say, I love myself. You have to start with yourself. Do you love yourself? All of you. Whether on all the quirks and perks that you are. And it can be quirks and perks because that's who we are. And so love yourself. And so that's that one. And let's see. And then from the wisdom of the heart, oh, I'm hearing a pink, 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 pink. So I'll choose a pink one. And it says, I am comforting. And it says, I nurture others to show they are loved. So share your heart, your loving heart, smile. Your heart is that, your essence, soul, smiling from your heart. So look after yourself and each other and just give those hugs. For the people that right now are in your bubble, certainly in British Columbia, we have the little narrow bubble, and other countries are doing that as well. So, and the hug can be from afar on a call like this, different ways of connecting. And so just send your light and love to your family and to the planet, to humanity, to the earth herself, who is our nurturer, provider of our life, our essence. So just enjoy. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, my friends. And you know what? I'd like to see pictures and comments on my Facebook page on your Celeriac extravaganzas. So let's just bump up that Celeriac sale, and the grocery stores are going to go, why are people eating Celeriac? Why is it flying off the shelf? So you can do that. So have fun. Have a great week. Much love. Okay.